Oh my god! It's Underpeel. It's Underpeel time, Elias.
It's Underpeel.
It's Underpeel.
Let's...
My favorite time of the day. Whatever.
Time of day. Favorite time of the week.
Favorite time of the week. Yeah, thank you. That's what I was looking for. So as y'all can already kind of tell, I'm not Pinflash. Me and Elias are gonna be casting it first tonight. Pinflash is playing. I think he has a POV. I think he's streaming. I'm not 100% sure on that, actually.
He oughta. I am ready for invite whenever you are.
I'm sure. I'll send you an invite real quick. But we got... Honestly, I think... Wait, do I even have you added? I don't think I do. I'll send you it. So it is possibly... probably my most anticipated map of the night. Gotta start off strong. Cat versus FRG, that's what it is, sorry. My brain kind of farted there.
It's a strong matchup.
Yes. It's ironically the team that we knocked out of immediate getting into champs. So I'm rooting for him a little bit because I feel a little bad for us knocking him out. But I also have a teammate here that is gonna be subbing in. Jess is gonna be playing. Really excited.
You guys knocked out Cat or Frog?
Frog.
Gotcha. Yeah, Frog.
Because Frog's number 15.
Right.
I mean, they've had a pretty strong season so far. I think they just missed a few tournaments, and that's really what hurt them.
Frog's early season was scary to play against. I know their breeze was extremely strong.
Yeah, I mean they've always been a pretty scary team. But they've had a roster change or two, and I think it's kind of messed with them a little bit. Maybe not kind of remove some of that confidence you have in your team, because I think they were, if I'm not wrong, they were a team that came from Season 3.
Frog.gif. I'm unaware of that. That sounds right to me.
Am I thinking of a different...
I
think I'm thinking of a different team.
Frog.gif started off as Penguin.png last season.
Yeah. Okay. I'm not trolling. They are from last season. Okay. A little bit of a thank you, Penguin, for that. A little bit of a, I guess, lore going into this, as we're just obviously waiting for them to start. I assume they're doing map bans inside of their thing.
Right.
So I do not have access.
Won't be too long. Won't be more than a couple of minutes until we get into the match. But Frog, very strong team, very scary to play against. I've seen a lot of times. I've only had the opportunity to play against Cat once, and they had some really interesting tech. A lot of stuff that we had to really think hard to get around.
Yeah, I know. I played him last night, subbing in for Pinflash's team, the new one. It's Cesora Haters, I think. It's one of them. I can never remember which one. I think it's
Delete team Haters. Is Delete Haters. Yeah,
it's Delete Haters. All right, that's what it is. I couldn't remember. Right, they're about to do bans here soon. And honestly, the thing that kind of threw me was they seemed lost sometimes. They would walk out on site, and just kind of struggle to find positioning. It seemed like they had a plan starting to go in, but any kind of change to anything at all just kind of threw them off really hard.
Understandable. Yeah, I reckon the way I see Cat in the moment, based on the match I've played against him and what matches I've observed, a very strong individual team members that are having... The coordination is going to be key today. That's going to be the difference maker, I think, in today's match.
Yeah, I don't know off the top of my head. Do you know who's their IGL?
I don't. I know that Lydia is a bit of the front runner, or Rose is the front runner for getting a hold of potential VODs or things such as that. But I'm not 100% sure exactly who their in-game leader is now.
Rose is their IGL.
There you go. Yeah.
And I believe
yeah.
there isn't a defined IGL for their team.
So it's kind of like a team IGL.
Yeah.
So
More of a collaborative effort.
I know my team at least has been kind of moving towards that. But I think the big thing is, even if you're doing a team IGL, you have to dedicate someone to be, I don't want to say the voice of reason, but like, if you hear them talk, it's less of a, oh, how did the other think, and more of a, oh yeah, we gotta act.
Yeah.
Like, you still have those ideas coming in, but you have someone who's helping structure you.
You have a dedicated pre-rounder.
Yeah. Well,
And
no,
then-
so for us at the very least, our pre-rounds were all talking. We're all yapping, talking about like what we think happened in the first round or that last round, how we can change, and then a plan is made with all of us. But like mid-rounding stuff, even if you hear people talking, you have that structure coming in where they're like, "Hey, go here, go here, go here."
Right.
There's no
yeah.
question.
Right. We got some cat fans in chat here. Let me see. I don't know. Who should I put my Hooge Bucks on?
I don't know. I really want to put it on Cat, but like, just the way that they played last night in the scrim kind of throws me a little bit. Because like they're really strong, like you said, individually. But it seemed like there was kind of a breakdown in either like their coordination together or just like the comps or something that was kind of throwing them a little bit. Do think I'm going to be putting my money, speaking of which, let me bet real quick. But I do think I'm going to be putting my money down on FRG to win this one.
Understandable. It may depend on the map for me, actually. Like if we get a map such as Haven or Bind, where coordination is going to be that massive key factor, I might put it towards Frog. Otherwise, if we're talking about maps like Abyss or potentially Ascent, I'll probably lean towards Cat.
Yeah, that's fair. But we also have to think they have two subs as well, FRG. And so that kind of changes as well. They have Darius and they have Jess playing in. Darius is a really strong IGL, and Jess is a super strong duelist.
Right.
They're always willing. Like, I think a little biased, obviously, because Jess is on my team. But I've never really had an issue with Jess. What's the word I'm looking for here? Like, hesitating on a call. You hear that call out and it's immediately made. If it's not made, or if it's not, like, if it's a bad call, then you don't blame Jess at that point because she obviously gone in and done it.
Understandable, yeah.
And it kind of is really strong, I think.
All right.
So,
well, we're seeing the bans come in here. FRG are going to ban Lotus. Cat respond by banning Ascent. Right off to the races here, banning out some of the more. Well, I know Lotus gets played a lot, but I know a lot of teams prefer to ban Ascent.
Yeah, which thank God we don't have to see 3 games of Ascent. that would have been rough.
I personally, I'm an Ascent fan. I'm obsessed with playing that map. It's so much fun to me. That may be biased from a Sova main, but the next wave of bans come in. Frog banning Haven, Cat banning Icebox, bringing us down to, I believe that's Abyss, Bind, and
Sunset.
Sunset. Thank you.
Yeah, it's not that I don't like playing Ascent. I hate watching Ascent.
Fair.
It's the same thing. It's kind of like, I hate to say it's like figured out. It kind of is though. It's pretty straightforward a lot of times. It's just a matter of what is happening right now. How do we answer based on how people have answered or answered in the past?
Right.
But it's harder that way. There's not as much like flexibility as you see in other maps.
Right. I think somebody. I don't recall the video in particular, but somebody was able to categorize levels of being solved when it comes to games. And I would consider Ascent to be like a level 1 solved map where you know what the proper playstyle is and the proper team composition is to start, and then the adaptation has to come from after the first few rounds have been played, and then you can begin to break down what to do. We have a Sunset pick coming in here. Our first map is going to be Sunset.
Yeah, I'm interested to see this one. I think a big part of it is going to be how they control mid. A lot of teams, whenever you see them kind of struggle on Sunset, it's because of loss of mid pressure. I also want to add, I think the last time I've seen Cat play Sunset was against MBT. So this is a little bit of a comeback. Maybe they can win their first Sunset in a minute. Ooh, FRG choosing attack to start off with. A lot of teams prefer defense here, so I'm kind of curious what the pick was based off of there.
Right, hoping I'm assuming to capitalize, because I know they do have some very we see can't see it on stream right now, but frog.gif have just organized themselves by their player cards. It looks quite nice,
as they should.
You gotta love that effort towards coordination. Yeah, Frog love the aggression that they're allowed to take with their. They often play like they would have Saunus playing Neon earlier on in the season, taking some strong pressure, strong attack side.
I'm curious to see if Darius is going to be bringing a Sova here or a Fade. I probably wouldn't be surprised to see a Sova, but I would love to see a Sova playing some sort of recon.
Right, I would love to see a Sova. We've seen Sova come up a lot more lately in the Sunset meta. Normally I've seen like either Fade Breach, or like double flash, or single flash with double duelist. I love seeing Sova more and more, just because of the potential for the support that he offers. It's an extremely valuable thing when used, again, in coordination. So we're gonna see who Sova can get the most value.
And I really like the way Darius kind of plays the thing, because he approaches Sova a little differently than I've seen most Sova mains. A lot of Sova mains hold their ult specifically and try to get the maximum amount of value out of it. He's just trying to kill someone.
Right.
It's kind of based, I'm not gonna lie.
Well, I mean, and that's a very, very strong play on defense. If you can get an early pick with the ultimate,
on attack.
Oh yeah, just as well. On attack side, I mean, if you can combo it with the sight hit, you've got the confusion happening there that will allow for his ultimate to get a little bit more value. On defense, if you can get that early pick and force the enemy into a 5 versus 4 attack round off the start, you are in for a easy round.
And I have to say it because Chad is kind of reacting about it right now. The Clove pick coming out from Hay. I don't think this is that surprising coming specifically from Cat. I think they love to play it before, or in the past they've loved to play it. We've seen Winter Charm have really big success from it.
Right.
So, I mean, a player like Hay, I could see it.
What rank is Hay? Just out of curiosity.
Like gold, but this man fries.
That's what I'm thinking. Usually, what you see is you see the lower elo aim demons playing Clove, because you get to you've got support from your Gecko and your Sova with Jot and Spooky, and that will allow Hay to just run in with Rose and take sight, no problem. And even if Hay dies, even if Hay gets lost in the volley, we've still got smokes coming our way. It's a very strong tactic.
Oh wait, I did troll. I think Hay is higher rank. Hoi is gold.
Ah, I see. I'm gonna be following along observer here.
What's going on?
What are we gonna try?
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Anyway,
so yeah, a lot of coordination going to be the key factor, I believe, in this personally here. Matter of fact, let me put in my vote now. My Gamba. Still have time for that.
Revealing area.
and I love the fact that they're starting with like some pretty heavy mid presence here. Like I was saying in the beginning of the game, a lot of teams that struggle with this map struggle with the mid presence. The fact that they haven't closed door after stacking A is kind of wild, in my opinion.
Right.
Having had that not cleared and not cutting off that angle, forcing them to open it, giving you that information,
right,
allows them to just lurk in.
And our defense, our defense are showing a bit of what I was mentioning earlier, pushing, taking that space aggressively, forcing a 5 versus 4. Frog is going to have a harder time attacking now, so they may have lost a And they drop all of their mid pressure now. That trip and market may be broken, but they really haven't gained anything for it.
They're using these smokes to kind of push back the attackers, force them towards B side, which is what they seem to be doing. They're trying to force the setup over there.
Spooky swinging out with the dart here, doesn't get punished for it. Does find one piece of information here, maybe excuse me, 2 pieces of information. Now fully retaken mid again. Lot of potential energy here.
Trying to see what they can find, but Rose is fighting back. It's going to be Darius to walk up mid, but Hayes going to get a little bit of a flank off. Grabs one, looking for a second, but getting absolutely chased down by Frogburger. He's going to be able to pick up one. But Hayes still alive, able to cause a lot of damage and time waste as well, allowing his team to get up and take this space. Pixel trying to keep themselves alive. Frog able to pick up one, but Rose is going to find Pixel. Frogburger grabbed 2.
Oh my god, Frog!
And with 6 seconds left on the board, there's not enough time to get that planned off. And it's me going to the defenders to start off the first round.
What a tense first round, though, I must say. Oh my god.
Yeah, that was going both ways. That was a lot of fighting in mid.
Yeah, we had a lot of... We immediately relieved our pressure in A main with that early pick, and then we were able to commit all of our attention towards mid. And we... On Cat's side, we were just able to win those duels, win those fights.
And a big shout out to Hay. I mean, that lurk up A main was insane.
Absolutely.
Started again. It looks like they're going for a very fast A push here. Omen Blind's going to be going out soon. He's going to find 2, but they're not going to find a whole lot of space off of it. They will find the 3 players off as they try to take elbow here. They're going to be running into 2, Gecko and Jet.
Right,
They are just going to the first kill.
We've made ourselves known here. Now we're trying to make sure we can actually take the site on this eco round. He's going to grab one. I believe that was the Cypher Cage.
1 enemy remaining.
Cat able to make
Spike
these kills
down
happen on
A.
site, no problem. Bring it down to a 4 versus 1. Frog made a play in last round. Let's see if it can happen again here. 1 versus 4. I like the wrap happening here, but we are aware of it. We are holding towards CT as well. That dart's going to spot Frog, unfortunately. No tricks this time, Magic Man.
Like a funny words, Magic Man. Frogburger looking for the last, or for a pick here. Try to do a little bit of damage. He's going to find one on the Rose.
Make that 2.
Oh, beautiful shots coming out from him. Making this round a lot more viable.
Right.
He can find Gigafire separated. He could get a free pick, but he's low health. So is Gigafire. Frog able to find one more. Spooky B last one alive is going to keep it from his team from almost losing that, but that's a lot of damage.
That is... I'll tell you what, if Frog aren't super excited about that eco round, they should be.
Huge round coming out from Frogburger. Able to pick up those 3 kills and just remove the guns from their hands, giving them a lot more options in this next one because they only have to worry about this the 1 gun that they brought up from the next one. They can't really buy up. I mean, you have the Outlaw here, but he's trying to bring it into the next round.
Right.
It's a lot of money wasted there.
And immediately we see the defenders here taking aggressive mid space, making sure this bonus round has some potential. Faster this flank, the better, as Cat explodes out onto the B site. They're fully given sight, though, as frog.gif is opting... Excuse me, as Cat is opting for a 5 versus 5 retake scenario here.
Retaking the space from market side. They've been able to push all of these players off of site except for Darius. But he's going to be worked on getting cleared out of this corner.
Not got found yet, grabs one.
Looking for her second, but not able to find it. Jess is going to grab one. Second kill coming out from there. Scaling back sight, finding a lot of space. Dunkshot going to grab one, and just to finish off the round. That's going to be the first round coming out for FRG.
Right, the 3K from Jess as well. Darius staying on site, managing, guaranteeing at least a 1-to-1 trade on site there. Slowed Cat down just enough to guarantee they had time to really take a breath and win that post plant.
And a massive round for FRG. They not only got that, but they were able to keep 3 of these guns alive. Going to the next one, Makes it a little bit easier. They're not going to have full buy, but they will have enough to make this round a lot more viable.
Right, and with 5 Vandals on the defending side, the light armor's not as much of an issue. We're not too concerned about that at this moment. Frogburger ready to go with this with null command here. Break that tripwire. They are.
One way.
They do break the tripwire here. Now with 2 players on site, possibly even 3.
Flash.
As the execute comes in, frog.gif once again getting B site for free. No exchange of life here.
Spike planted.
Spooky Bee jump scares on Jess as well as Rose tries to swing out CT, make something happen.
Headshot.
1-to-1 trade on Frogburger here. Frogburger gets 2, excuse me.
Last player standing.
And Darius grabbing a 2 for himself. Frogburger and Darius, unstoppable duo right now on this post plant.
So, I think a big point of it isn't just his shooting. I mean, obviously he's shooting really well, but Darius is also finding a lot of space. I mean, you saw him when he was fighting Market. He was using his shock darts not just to clear the utility coming out from Cypher, excuse me, but he's also using it to kind of clear back spaces, make it so that even if they are sitting there, they're having to change utility or change damage in exchange for their space.
Right. As you mentioned, I'm a little surprised that they have Frogburger when it comes to B-site. Frogburger breaking the tripwires. It is less costly for those shock darts to do the job, but maybe they have something. Maybe they know something that we don't. Maybe they got ideas that that work better for them. But we are seeing Cat taking so much space here outside of A main. Dungchai punishing it for a free kill. We've made a 1-to-1 trade here. That's encouraging Frog to push out a B as quick as they can, as they do break that tripwire. We are out on site. Gigafire left alone to fend for himself. Not going to find anything immediately as we prep this retake here. Just pushing all the way into Boba to guarantee a potential angle here as Hay walks forward. Doesn't get punished, though. And now we swing together and we get 1-for-1 here. Guaranteeing a 3-versus-3 retake.
Huge kill coming out from Rose.
Absolutely. Gigafire still in this market position. A lot of potential here. But we've fallen all the way back into main. We have this potential. Jess there holding inside the smoke. Says no to Gigafire. Running low on time here as we try to make this retake happen. Hay grabs Jess. Might get traded through the smoke. Yes, absolutely. Pixel's there to pick it up.
One enemy
Spooky
remaining.
Bee jump scares Dungchai, but then Pixel is there to finish it out.
And Hay wasting ult as well. That's a lot of utility gone from the side of Cat. It wasn't just the ult that came out from Hay. They also used Rose's ult and was only able to pick up 1. Jess was able to shut that down before they were able to get more damage out of it. And as they're going into this next one, I think a big kind of mental shift I would be looking for coming out from them is how can we slow down these attack hits without using as much utility. They're giving up it so early, and the only thing that they're losing for it is the Cypher trips. They're not hard fighting it. Obviously, they're hard fighting it right now. They have the op, but they're wasting a lot of utility to take these post plants.
Right. We do see an adjusted setup here. Cypher's trips are further back on site, potentially for a kill opportunity. We just have to make sure that Cypher's not going to get caught by null command if that's our push. And like you said, we're using a lot of utility on defense side to take this space and guarantee information. But that is giving away enough information in and of itself that prompts Frog to push the other site faster. It's a balance game right now for Cat to make this happen. Let's hope the tightrope walk doesn't fail for him.
Cat started out really early with this mid pressure, and they're kind of back to it, but it's just not enough. I mean, they checked it at the beginning of the round, assumed that they aren't really holding it, but you can't make those assumptions in this kind of map. They're going to be re-droning it. Pixel doesn't get spotted. One's going to get spotted over on B side. The op is known over there.
Right. We do see Pixel with this late mid lurk here. Looking for some value. They are aware, though. Cat swings out into Jot. An easy pickup there. Dungchai grabs 2, though, in market. Traded out by Rose as Frogburger picks up Hay through mid.
Last player standing.
We're going to see Rose here alone on site for this post plant, but Jess is there to pick it up. Attackers are going to be up 4 on 2 here. Still with the ultimates coming in from KO and or from Frog and Darius. Still holding on to those.
An important timeout. I mean, they started up 2-0. Cat was able to grab those first 2 rounds, but they've really been struggling. I think, like I said, was saying in the middle of that round, a big portion of it is how little mid control they have. They lost that one round where they tried to hard fight mid, and decided, I guess, to kind of give it up. They don't feel comfortable in mid. The only time you really see anything walking around mid is some form of utility, whether it's a drone, whether it's them throwing smokes, whatever it may be. They're just not putting bodies there. They're not hard fighting for it. They're not saying, hey, this is going to be a big pressure zone for the attackers, and so there's a lot of freedom. You'll see them walk up towards market door. You'll see them sit around tiles, potentially trying to walk up mid. They haven't made it just yet, but you're putting the idea in the attacker's head that there is a chance that I could get up there. I have this freedom to get this kind of space where I can get close to pushing through your mid zone, and you just can't give them that freedom.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. We did see on defense side, they were aware that mid was a problem for them as they were holding from top, prepared for the walk up. But we need to be a little bit more proactive than that if we really want to shut down this attack side with this from frog.gif here. They have a lot of space taking power here, and we might be seeing that right now with Darius in this dart. Taking these early swings in the B main to guarantee that space for the team. We are 4 stacked on A right now as frog.gif moves through mid. Once again, taking mid all but for free here. Darius looking to find one. Finds Hay with the Sheriff in market. Doesn't show anybody else, though. But that's going to be enough to sway Frog away from that site.
Pushing him over towards A directly into their Cypher. This is probably their plan. KO ult's going to go out, though. That's going to make it a lot harder for Cypher to be able to hold this.
They forced a bad position from the Gigafire. Cypher play. He does get one, though. Frogburger is going to get res after Darius comes into the trade. And the Neural Theft is going to show us where all the rest of the defenders are, as we've all but got a bit of a pinch here. But Darius pops the ultimate, looking for a kill. Can we find a tag at all? No, we cannot. We have 2 on the flank, though, pushing up, trying to make something happen here. Again, on Cat's eco round here. Let's see if we can pick up as many as we can. Jot grabs one with the Stinger, gets traded out by Frog, as the rest of us come out of Link. Looking to make something happen here. Unaware of the wrap coming in from top Link. As Jess takes a few shots at Spooky. Can't make the kill, though. And we get spammed from elbow. Pixel aware from the lurk. Jess and Darius are ready for the site take. What an incredible anti-eco from frog.gif here. They found the stack. They rotated immediately. They guaranteed Cypher was helpless.
And a big part of that round, I think, in my opinion, was their post-plant positioning. They were playing really well together. They were playing off of each other. You saw them catching off a lot of the defenders off guard because they weren't expecting someone to double walk up. The trades were coming out, and it was a really good post-plant coming out from that Virtue there.
Absolutely. I like the wraparound through CT from Jess once the Neural Theft revealed where they were. We get Hay immediately breaking down the Cypher camera. KO Knife not going to find anything. We are aware of how many players are stacking up B right now. That's going to trigger a small rotate while we take mid control here, or at least take mid space. It's going to slow down Frog, make them reconsider this hit as we are all the way through A. Frog now contained in B main. They have to hit something, and they have to hit it fast.
No peeking.
Absolutely. Here comes the hit as we come out. The util's getting exchanged. Hay backside looking to make something happen. Sees nothing through these smokes as Frogburger's throwing all the util possible, trying to make something happen. Hay's there to shut it down, though. Jot picks up one through the smoke. Doesn't get traded. Dunkchai holding that corner. Doesn't get picked off for it. Hay with 2 on backside. Traded out by Dunkchai finally for another one in a second. And a third.
Last player standing.
Jot to pick it up for a 1 versus 2 situation. Using Omen ultimate behind Spooky.
Left.
Can't get the kill for it, though. Stuck with a classic.
Honestly, I think he holds that, or he sticks that. I don't think Sticky saw them behind, or Spooky. I don't know why I said Sticky. Spooky saw them behind.
I mean, you can't scare Spooky. Spooky enough as it is. Maybe waiting for the Omenal to finish out and then flip, trying to bait out the commit.
Yeah, that was definitely what it was. But as they're moving over towards the A side here, I think a big thing for Cat in this round is not only the slowdown, but retreating to better positions. That's been a big thing I've seen so far, is their struggle to retreat to a better position.
Right.
Revealing area.
We are seeing the scale up here. We do find our fight. Spooky B looking to make something happen with the Hunter's Fury. Can't get any kills for it, but does get one tag as Pixel in mid does take a pick. Look at this. Jot here has all of this mid space. They know that there can't be anything but one Cypher on B side. Gigafire gets some value for the tripwire. Grabs two of the spray down for the neural theft. Another one. Another trip kill for Jot. Rose there to pick it up for him.
Flash.
And Frogfurger left all alone in a 1 versus 4. Now we've seen Frog make plays here in this situation. Let's see if we can get the true play here. This 1 versus 4 clutch. Knock on wood, of course. Making all the way up through mid here. Aware of the potential here. Swings out and does grab one for free.
Flashbang.
After use of that flash, we're just down to a knife, and that is it. Gonna use it right away here as we close this door. Making our way onto the B post plant. Now, Cat does have Thrash here to make this retake a guaranteed round win, as two of their players are on low HP right now. And Frogfurger has been playing extremely well in these clutch situations. Does grab one onto Rose and immediately kills the Thrash! With 8 bullets left, what can Frogfurger do? Well, Frog swings out, but unfortunately the double play from Gigafire and Jot is not going to be punished by Frog.
And even though Cat was able to pick up that round, I think that's a big thing we gotta talk about, is the fact that they give one so often.
They do.
You'll see a lot of fights, like, not even in the 1v4s, but I think it kind of gets amplified more. But you'll see a lot of fights when they're walking out on, to site, they're not playing against the utility, they're just swinging for the fight. And sure, they're winning them enough, but if you constantly give those fights, your probability for winning is going to go down. You're gonna lose a lot of bodies for that, and you got to be careful, unless it's an aggressive position, giving those ones.
Right. It's pretty darn difficult as well. Frogfurger knows positioning, knows the game very well enough to know what he could potentially get away with. We do have some, again, mid-pressure here coming from frog.gif. A little bit slower than normal, but still going to happen successfully all the same. As we make our way into market, Jess dashing through the mosh pit. Our attack side gets their pick into B main. We're preparing to swing out sight here behind the Sova drone. Jot, all alone on site, is going to counter the plant here. Gets one for free. Goes untraded. Here's that reload in that smoke. Spooky B there to pick up the market players. On backside, Jot able to take down Jess for a second kill here. In a 4 versus 1 now as Rose picks off on site. Pixel falling back into main. Grabs one, grabs two. With a cam left and 100 HP, the dream may be alive yet. Swings out, gets Rose for a 3K and a 4K! Pixel for the 1v4!
Beautiful play by Pixel. And a great round mentally for the members of FRG. I think that's going to be a big one going into their next one. Cat, if they were able to pick up that round, would have not only shut down a lot of the economy coming out from the side of FRG, but they would have also kind of killed the mental a little bit. And stepping back and taking this timeout is really strong coming out from FRG. As we're going to see what kind of changes they're going to be making. I think a big thing I'd like to see more is scaling through smokes. It seems there's been a few times where some of their lower elo players have gotten afraid of the smokes. You saw how fast Jess was able to take back site there, and if they had double scaled through as soon as the first player had died right there trying to plant, they could have played off of Jess, gotten a trade at the very least, and cleared off that back name player, but it seemed like they were almost afraid of that smoke.
Right, yeah. The defense is certainly being proactive with their utility once they've lost space, and that is getting strong results here. Jess unable to, or I'd say unwilling to push through that smoke. You're absolutely right. And as we're seeing in chat as well, it's a good thing to point out that Frog has moments on these B hits. They don't clear out backside, and they do get punished for it. I believe that would be the second.
Third time, I think, actually, that they've gotten punished for it.
Yeah. Now Pixel was able to pick up that 1 versus 4, and that timeout is surely to calm down from the hype, as well as go over why that 1v4 had to happen. But we see our defense here taking aggressive mid control on their eco round as Rose dashes down tiles, ready for the fights here, knowing that there's multiple happening. Dunkchai and Darius swing out and get 2 for free. Rose ready to swing out, ready. Does get 1-to-1 traded there. Gigafire walking up A main, does get a pick onto Pixel, putting us in a 2 versus 3 on the eco. We've gotten our 2 here as frog.gif make their play onto B side. Darius for the ult orb. Into the post plant. We're aware of the lurks here as Darius grabs 1. Only 1 as Frogburger comes in to trade out. Hey, I would say a worthwhile eco round for Cat, most definitely. I think with better guns, they have a great shot at winning that round if they play it the same way.
And I gotta say, I love the way that they kind of directed them towards B. Obviously, it was FRG wanting to go towards B, but they had a player walk up mid, excuse me, and they had a player walk up A main, and so you kind of like push them indirectly over towards B, and so you were confirming, hey, not only can we meet up in their spawn right outside of B main, but we can also say, hey, we know they're going to B. There's no way that they're going A now.
Right. The only way they go A is with getting the picks that they need to do so, in which case we already know we can rotate out. And again, we see Cat again. We're getting proactive, like we expect. We want to see as Rose posts up into A main with the operator. Darius droning out does find 1 trip here on site, and that trip is going to get broken. That's going to draw rotates already, and a drone a little bit early to reclear as Rose picks up 1 in A main. And look at this, frog.gif are frozen in their own spawn. No idea where to go or what to do. We saw a little bit of an early drone there from Spooky to reclear B main. They know nobody's on site yet, but they are still playing quite far back. We may end up giving B site for free here.
That's a major kill. He's been a big contributor to their space making, not only just throwing their utility, but forcing his players forward. So it's going to be up to Jess to find the space.
We see the side execute happen here as Jet does dash out, looking to find space, but they cannot clear back sight because of the Cypher Cage. They, again, unwilling to push through it as they swing towards Boba. Can't make the kill, though. Spooky looking to find some chip damage with the shock darts. Not going to happen, or at least no kills converted, as we head into a 5 versus 4 post plant. Scratch that! 5 versus 3. Rose makes it a checkmate for the defending side. This is a very wide open plant here, very unexact. Jot swinging through tiles, does get caught up by Darius with Mosh Pit in his hand. Rose for the Jet Diff trade with the op. As our attacking side is there to pick up 3 from Dunkchai. Darius with the ult kill. Forcing a 1 versus 1 here. The spam is going to succeed. Gigafire goes down for a 3K from Darius. That's going to be end of the first half. 8-4 advantage frog.gif.
As we go into this next half, I mean, not a whole lot of mistakes from both teams. There have been a lot of minor things we've kind of talked about throughout the half, but both of them are playing really well. They're giving us the game that we've been looking for. And then to this next half, I think the big thing coming out from Cat is going to be how they deal with the aggression that I expect coming out from FRG.
I 100% agree with you there, Cat. We know how they like to play. Let's see if they can band together and push through as one team to counter the aggression that we're looking for here. We see Jess immediately swinging through B main. Does break the Cypher Cam. Not going to leave the B main space though. Prepared for a shot. Does take one. Get some damage off, but no kills. Frogfucker playing inside the smoke here. Devious as it may be. That smoke's going to disappear. And makes footsteps to get spotted by Rose. We flash to challenge the angle. We do have full mid control here from Cat. This is what we saw frog.gif playing. Let's see how they deal with it.
A lot of mid control coming out from the side of Cat. they can get into market here, it could be very hard for them to be able to actually hold on to B site. But I love that smoke coming out, already threatening the mid presence.
Look at this, we're locked in and we're not aware. We're not aware of this flank coming
the
through.
flank.
Never mind, we are. Hey, for the double headshot on Darius. That's going to prompt our side execute here, but Jess grabs one on their way out. In a 4 versus 4 defense, Dugchai with 2 headshots, make it 3 kills. Frogfurger grabbing the last one on site to win the round.
What a round.
What shots from Dugchai. And from the whole frog.gif team there, aware enough to take the space that they did. I think Darius a little overextended there through the A lurk. I mean, I like it. Don't get me wrong. It's great. But Cat were aware of it. They were able to punish it. But the defense, the sight hold from frog.gif was just insane.
Yeah, and I mean, I think if they were even a little bit more aggressive, that would have been amazing coming out from Darius. It's just unfortunate that Cat's kind of a team that kind of struggles with that aggressive taking.
Right. We do see an early exchange of fire here in mid as Cat have fully taken the space that they needed as they flood into market for this B split here. Frog does grab 2 in mid, though, for the trouble. As we're sending Wingman out to plant onto B site here, Frogburger gets another 1-tap with the Guardian. Just there to help out as well. Grabs the 4th, making this hay in a 1 versus 5. Does grab 1 through the cage. Cannot pick up a second, though. Oh my god, Frogburger. What are you doing?
It's Frogburger. He's insane.
Just to clear sight, make sure we can safely defuse the spike. That's going to be 10-4 advantage frog.gif.
We've already started out really strong for FRG. It's not looking great for Cat. We talked a little bit about what we wanted to see from each team going into this half, and we've seen it from FRG, but we haven't seen what I want to see from Cat. They need to have a lot more aggression. There have been a lot of times where there have been opportunities to take space, and they just haven't. They either don't have the player willing to make that space, or they're just afraid to take it.
Right. And now we're going to see this on Cat's first full buy round here against frog.gif's bonus. Again, very timid to take this space. They're not willing to push through the smoke here. That Cypher Cam is full clearing B main, and we're basically aware right now that we have nobody in B main. The only worry that we have right now is mid. Once we can clear out mid, we know that we're A. And there it is. The A util is going to come out, and that's going to prompt a lot of noise happening here. The rotates come in. Darius looking in the wrong place at the wrong time as the rotates come in for the defense. 5 versus 4 here as we get the plant on site. The smokes come in. Looks like we're planning for a more explosive retake. We've got Spike down on site. Wingman is back in our hands. Fire and Jot
so close on site.
Right. Fire and Jot have good positioning here. Let's see if they can capitalize on it. Now we're fully on site together. Frogburger trying to make some spam kills. Doesn't happen. Gigafire and Hey, they're the dynamic duo. Get 2 on site. Get traded back for 2 from Frog and Jess. In a 3 versus 2. 2 players low HP. Frogburger flashing out for Jess. Does pick up 1. Hey there for the retrade. Frog grabs Rose. But Hey for the 4K with 6 HP and a dream. Cat are going to pick up their first round for a cost.
And I think that's a big improvement coming out from Cat. I mean, we talked about it. They struggle to kind of not give those ones, even on their attacking half. You saw Hay playing incredibly well off of his teammates, able to take those trades, able to keep not only himself alive because he's able to take those trades, but he's making sure he's punishing any sort of aggression coming out from the side of FRG. And as we continue moving into this, I'd like to see more of that.
Right, absolutely. And here we go. We've got some shock dart lineups that aren't going to get any util for the trouble for it, but we are 5 players in B main right now against a Cypher setup. This is a little scary from either side. We do break the tripwire, dash through the one-way from Rose, running into backside to clear it. Does get tagged by the cage. Pixel on backside, not able to get the spray down. Rose picks up 1. The entire Cypher setup is offline. Spooky B still on site right now. Looking to grab a pick. Does get picked by Frogburger, though. No tricks this time. I like the late wrap from Rose here as we go into this post plant. Thrash coming in from B main, from deep far back B main as well. Not going to find any value there for it, unfortunately, as we are 4 players on site. Though Rose with the full wrap from Garage does grab 1. Not going to be 2, though.
Staying alive, so much damage coming out.
Oh my god, Rose gets another, and there to make... Wow. The play to live plan. Darius alone on site in a 1 versus 2. This is what I want to see.
Cool.
Willing to die to the spike. Jot takes out Darius. That is exactly what we were talking about. That coordination, that communication from Rose. Surely after getting that pick, just calling to live.
And I don't want to take away from the rest of Cat, but huge play coming out from Rose. Just having that pressure coming out from Market is insane. Making sure that you are kind of splitting your fight, because a big part of dealing with B main is you just got to smoke the bomb, and then you're able to take your ones. But when you have that Market, you no longer have that. You have to kind of split your fights, and that's not what you want as a defender.
Right. Love the start. My personal favorite on this map, just because it's so silly. Not going to find anything, though, in the A main area.
Here.
We do have a little bit of B space. That Cypher Cam's not positioned to find anything as we go to re-clear A main. But we do have both of our information players here. Scratch that. Make it only 1. Have Cat found their hit? And can they recognize it quick enough? We have the main space.
There's a lot of space for FRG. They've been able to kind of split themselves up, find some information, but the rotate coming out from or sorry, excuse me, I meant Cat able to find the space.
Right.
I realized I was talking about the wrong team. No!
Darius jump spot gets caught out by Jot. That's going to trigger the hit for sure. There we go. Both smokes coming in for the site take. Can we make it in time to defend against it? Frogfurker swings out, looking to get 1. Does with the stinger against Hay. Falls back, making this a 4 versus 4 before the bomb even goes down. Our defenders clumped up, looking to retake as one big group here. Paranoia comes out, not going to find anybody. Spooky with the drone, looking to find any information as possible. Does spot Dunkchai and Frog as we flash onto site with the stinger rush. Rose gets the spray down on 2. From Link, Dunkchai does grab 1, and we're trying to flood onto site as best as we can with these stingers. Can we get any value for them, though? As we push out 3 versus 2, Rose stuck on site. Gigafire waiting for the flag. Not going to find any value for it, though. Rose prepared. There we go. Jot picks up Dunkchai on site, pushing into elbow, and Frogfurker's forced to save here in this 1 versus 3. What a round from Cat. Frogfurker takes 1 for the trouble. What a round from Cat. They found the space that they needed.
It's been massive. Like you said, they found the space that they've been looking for, but they've also been playing really well on mid-rounding, I think is a big point I want to talk about. They've not only, like, I think a big one would be when Rose dashed after killing the 2 players elbow. They retook that space, gave them so much more space on site. Dunkchai, I will say, Dunkchai being able to walk up there was a little iffy, but it ended up not getting punished. But I love that kind of changes.
Right. The round winner, I think, there was Darius being caught out in that jump spot. Just goes to show what Cat's doing right now. The info denial that they're working with right now was able to make so much value for them. That shot guard's not going to find anything. No Cypher trips on B this time. But Cat is fully aware of this B main walkthrough as Jess is caught in this in Mosh Pit. Does grab 1 and doesn't even die for it. Is able to fall back on site. No problem. Dunkchai with the spray down. Grabs 1, gets traded up by Rose. In a 4 versus 3 on the defense side. Jess makes it a 4 versus 2. Checkmate for frog.gif. Dodging the Sova dart entirely as well. And look at this. Rose and Spooky stuck in a 2 versus 4 with no space to their name. If Darius can hold his position, does get spotted by Spooky. Swings out looking for a kill. Can't make it happen. Oh, 1 too many targets on the screen, 1 too many cooks in the kitchen. Flashing to re-clear mid. We are going to drop all of the full B hold here. as we crossfire in mid. I love this from the defense side. Let's see if we can make our value for it. Jess swings out, gets caught by Rose. And Pixel forced to play as passively as possible. Cat have just made this the most out of a 2 versus 4, they've made an extremely winnable round. As we head into this post plant, let's see if we're seeing let's see if we see any of the same tactics that we just that we saw in the 3rd round of this half, with Rose slowly walking out of B main, not looking to make any noise here, hoping that Spooky can hold down B main by themselves. Frogburger does get spotted by the drone here. But with 20 seconds on the dart, they don't have any more information left to go. Though this flank from Rose, this wrap is is absolutely amazingly strong. Frogburger gets one. We're not even scared. Does grab one. Rose gets the spray down. No! Frogburger's there to pick it up for Pixel, and that's going to be a round 1 for frog.gif.
But I would argue not a great one. Part of it was that bomb never should have went down. Let's be completely real. There was a lot of plays coming up from FRG that kind of threw it. Darius not getting the first kill there allowed them so much space in mid. Only sure they got the information for it, but it allowed them to say, okay, hey, we've seen the A main player walk up. We could potentially walk over towards A side and get a walk up there, so we have to kind of shift over towards A, but mid has so much more presence now because of the fact that they have that option.
We see Cat have adapted to the early defense protocol of frog.gif. They're waiting out this information util and just being able to walk up the space. Information denial is winning for them right now, as we have no space in B main on the defense side, though Frogburger walked all the way down tiles with Jess. Certainly gotten the information that Gigafire is here. Doesn't see Jess with the knives out in line of view. As we get thrashed onto the A site here, we are going to fully clear the A site and push this round into a post plant situation.
See where they're going to be setting up on site as they do plant the spike. But ult's going to be coming out from FRG.
Right,
they're cut any utility that they have.
They're where the source of the util. Darius gets one for the ultimate. Frogburger swings out, gets a second. Rose and Spooky there to help pick it up, but Jess swinging around, forcing Spooky into a 1 versus 4 now after Frogburger gets picked back up. Not the post plant you want to see as Pixel. Pixel is there to pick it up. And that's going to be match point frog.gif here in the first round of LCQ.
And as they look to close out this game, FRG has been playing really well. Obviously, they're on their defensive half now, and so a big part is going to be their post plants. They haven't really been denying a lot of the plants, which is absolutely fine because their post plants has been so strong. I mean, look at how many rounds they've won. They've won 4 rounds, and 3 of them have been defuses.
Right,
keep it up,
exactly.
Make sure that you're setting yourselves up for that, and just keep playing like you've been doing. It's been working. It's up to Cat to make the adaptation here.
Yeah, this is a team that has practiced their retake protocols very clearly, and we're seeing them get all the value they need out of it. Let's see what Cat can, might, or will do differently here as they aggressively move towards mid. Scratch that. Very assiduously clearing the space. That tripwire in mid is holding it for Team Frog.gif. Frogburger and Rose having an exchange of fire here as Mosh Pit comes up. Molly's traded back and forth. Util goes flying. Contemplating using the drone. Darius with this jump angle here is going to find Rose for free in mid as we try to push out A from Cat. Men coming in for the plant, and we've got a tripwire on site for a free kill coming. Dunk Chai falls down to Hay on site. As we aggress this retake, accelerating it, Jess grabs Spooky on site, but does get hit by the tripwire. Doesn't even get punished for it. Picks up Hay. Darius into B main, grabs Gigafire. Jot here trying to make the wrap happen, but with the Cypher ultimate with the Neural Theft, it's not going to succeed. Frog.gif are going to win 13-7 in round 1. And
GG to Frog, winning out their first game. I did want to add as well, since we are over with, Pinflash won his first game as well. They ended up beating Warble 13-6, also on Sunset. So they're going to be moving on. Great game coming out from both teams. I think the biggest issue was Cat didn't adjust. There was a lot of really good plays, but they weren't dealing with a lot of their issues that they were kind of running into in I sent you K-Dot's feed if you want to throw that on screen. They're still in game. This is Tired's. I don't have Raging Fishes. Oh, yes! I didn't think about that. Okay, let me delete that then. I'm done. Give me a second. Change window to Opera. Oh, it's the wrong one. Give me a second. Turn it up. YouTube. Why is it having a stroke? That's not it. Whoops. That's Discord. That's what I want. There we go. Alright, it should be in SRT. 11-9 coming out of this game. This is, I actually don't know what game this is. I'm not terribly sure. Bliss, is that what it is? Okay, Bliss AVPs. This game right here, 11-9. Last two alive for both teams. Colt's gonna be able to pick up one on Pika. Zodiac looking for one, able to find it. Colt's gonna keep that alive for them, and as they're 11-10 now. It's been a close game. We haven't really been able to watch much of it, but obviously they are playing really well against each other. Ooh, Colt got that new knife. Thoughts on the new bundle, Ulias?
New bundle, I think, personally, W.
It's like ADHD incarnate.
I love the karambit, the potential that it has just for fun animations, for fun clips to make. But I never was, to be honest, never was the biggest RGX fan.
Really?
I enjoy the Vandal when I get to pick it up every couple of games, but personally, I don't think I would buy it.
Something about the knives, just the animations are just way too good.
That's fair. Totally fair point.
So, you're able to pick up one. Lucario's gonna find the trade out of Edge Dancer and a second kill for Lucario. They have Spike now.
Always a strong duelist player, Lucario.
Does he get it? He got the bomb. We'll pick that up. Moving their way over towards A now. But they've got the util still set up on A side that they're gonna have to deal with. And Omen isn't lurking, or isn't working over towards there.
Get this rotate quick enough. We get a strong defense happening here. There it is, Sia with an early pick on the take, but Vi to trade it out. Flashing in, trying to overheat the angle. Does get one more. Zodiac trades out. Engage left all alone in 1 versus 2. What would you play here? What do you think, Terradus?
I mean, you have to go B at this point.
30 seconds
The thing that threw me was Gage disconnecting from the rest of his team. Like, it seemed like they weren't actually going for an A hit, and then they went for a hard A hit.
Here we go. With 10 seconds left in the round, Gage still unsure of where the enemy positions are.
Zendikar, can you turn the music down? Yeah, you good? I just got a DM about it.
And here we go, the post-plant situation here. Gage going for, I'm assuming going for the all-too-famous wrap through market.
No, I
Flipping it
think
off.
he's just looking for the damage, making sure he
Right.
can catch an early flank.
Right. We do have the poison orb here, prepared for this diffuse potential stick opportunity here. As Gage flashes out, looking to spam through the smoke, trying to get one. Absolutely gets one. Gage grabs Colt off of the bomb and guarantees the round for their team. This was Team Bliss, we said?
This is Bliss. Bliss versus ABP.
Match point Bliss.
Match point.
What a recovery from Gage.
Yeah, no, I mean, I like I said, I like the way that he took that early fight on the B main, even if no one was there, because he was kind of taking that possibility of that flank out of his mind, and he can dedicate himself to fighting sight, making sure he doesn't have to constantly think in the back of mind, well, what if someone that has this timing? He's
Right.
clearing that timing out of his brain and giving him that kind of clarity to take the fight.
We do get the information. ABP does get full control of A main here.
Spike down B.
1-to-1 trade on the extremities here. Colt 1 and B, and Pika grabs 1 on A. As we move through mid, taking this control, we do catch 1 on the cross. And immediately the mid challenge gets shut down, though.
Looking to still be pop here, gonna smoke top mid. Threaten that walk through. But it's gonna be straight through market. Ceo's gonna grab one, grab a second one, looking for a third, but Gage is gonna shut it down.
Amazing trade happening right there. Colt canceling Vi's B hit from main. Once again, Gage left alone in a clutch situation. Util to spare here, but not enough time.
At this point,
30
he's
seconds
just
left.
looking to see what kind of damage he can make.
Cover going out.
Potentially just keeping his gun alive. Cutting off the angles, but the smoke threatens the mid. Gage is going to find one onto Zodiac, looking for a second one, but they're running away from him. They're going to keep their guns alive, as he doesn't have time to plant this bomb.
Zodiac a little bit sleepy there. A late reaction to the swing from Gage. Ooh, spotted. But we're not going to risk it. Abusement Park live to fight another day as we go into last round before potential overtime.
As we're looking to see what we can do here. I mean, look at the damage that Gage has done in this game. 32 and 16. Absolutely killer player for them so far. He's clearly been the kind of level-headedness coming out from Bliss, able to help them find these rounds. And as they're trying to prevent this OT, I'm interested to see what kind of aggression they're going to have on B side.
Scanning ahead.
Dart's not going to find any information in B main, nor kill any tripwires with that shock. Bliss pushed all the way back into their spawn right now. They haven't moved an inch since the start of the round. We grab space bit by bit, clawing and scratching for it. Crossing over this space. Our Sova's all the way up through mid as we move through elbow, trying to find some contact here, but the breach ult's going to come out. Guarantee a site for us. As the rotates come in fast as can be.
Spike planted.
Lucario is aware, clears out Taver. That prompts Bliss to push up through. We see 3 swinging, trades 2 for 2. Lucario there to pick up another one.
ABP is going to keep their chances alive. Push them over to OT. And I'm interested to see... how this OT is going to go. I mean, so far, we've seen a lot of back and forth. I liked the aggression there at the end, coming out from Bliss, trying to push those players, take the fight directly to them, but it seemed like they weren't coordinated in the aggression. They were just all kind of together, taking their own individual fights in a 1v3 kind of fight. And it's not bad if you're in the same place, but you've got to make sure that you're actually taking the trades that they're giving you.
Now we've seen what Bliss's attack side looks like. Let's see what we can find from ABP. If anything we can learn from what they have to show us.
I will rip the light from them.
Early B aggression is going to come out as we're taking it with no concern over noise, and that is going to draw an immediate reaction as we smoke it off, but not committing in any way.
Still on B side. I'd like to see a little bit more mid aggression coming out from the side of ABP, but neither team really fighting for it. They're kind of leaving it as no man's zone, assuming the other team has that pressure. But
Right.
it forces them to waste an extra body. An Edge Dancer is going to waste their own body. The only player on A, they're going to have to shift. And as ABP's going back over towards B, this could be a massive kill for them.
I love what we're seeing here. The absolute amazing work that they've done. They inserted Lucario B main early into the round. After the A pick, they draw the rotates, and now they have B, but all for free. If we can capitalize on it now, we can potentially win this round and force match point against Bliss. And there we have it as the plant comes down. Zodiac's going to get another pick in mid. Lucario fighting for sight, takes out Pika, putting us into a 5 versus 2. This is a 1 round here from Abusement Park.
A huge flank coming out from Zodiac Griller. If they can just waste this time, this could be a massive round here for ABP. Bliss retaking the site, but Zodiac's already on the way back. They've got the 4 players over on B main. And Breach stuff's going to go out. Util going out. They're trying to hunt down their players, waiting out Zodiac. Zodiac gets grabbed on the flank, though.
Vi fully aware of the possible flank, but no time to commit this plant.
Last player standing.
Or this diffuse, excuse me. Abusement Park are pushing to match point here.
Switching sides.
Now I gotta say, that was an incredible attack round to watch.
And I love that flank, even though it ended up not doing anything. Just kind of giving the rest of your team that information at the very least.
Yeah,
of,
the
hey, they're
pressure
both
that you're
coming
putting.
Boba. Yeah. What do you think they're talking about in this timeout here, Julius?
I mean, it's got to be their attack protocol before, right? They had, like you said, they were swinging a lot, but without much of a plan. They just counted up they collected up bodies to swing into Abusement Park. We need to see some coordination here. At least any amount of utility being thrown with intention from Bliss. If we can make that happen, we can win these rounds. We can force it to double overtime and potentially win on our next defense round. I gotta say though, personally, I'm an Abusement Park fan. I've always enjoyed watching them play, and this just goes to show why that attack round was art.
Yeah, no, I mean, definitely. They both played incredibly well. And as we go into this potential last round, I want to add as well, I'd like to see not only them kind of coming up with a plan, but whenever they are taking their post plan, finding better positioning. An answer can be to just shove bodies at it and play well off of the trades, but there's better positioning you can make that doesn't force trades.
Right. Not going to find anything early on A site here, but that doesn't necessarily mean we got nothing here. They do show presence with the flash. As we make our space here on A, that does prompt the push through on B main. Let's see if we can capitalize on it. Drone is going to find Lucario falling back out of sight. Does get spammed through the smoke for a kill on Vi. Pika, they're ready for CO. That lurk through. But we're going to commit to the A hit anyway. As we get this plant down in a 5 versus 3, favoring Team Bliss. Zodiac looking to make some kind of damage. Edge Dancer stuns themselves, and Zodiac picks it up. Traded out by Vi, though. As Sen and Colt try to retake the site, do grab one apiece. Colt, not knowing the half stick has potential there, does grab Pika. Not able to close out the game, though. Vi there for the 3K.
Switching sides. Overtime.
And another set of overtime. It looks like we're watching a rat game, honestly. But as we're kind of continuing this overtime, I love the way that we saw the answer back. I think they did a really good job of setting themselves up for that round. They found the early picks that they were looking for, and they are able to kind of deny a lot of space from the attackers, from being able to just get that bomb down.
Right. Amusement Park here looking for a similar play that they had before. I assume they're going for this B main insert. Vi does get spotted here on the jump spot. The flashbang comes in, looking to make space, does grab Sen for free.
Spike down B.
A very, very important pick for Bliss here.
I have the spike.
A Gecko off of the board. Makes it a lot harder for them to take this space, but Colt's going to find an answer back. Tavor's going to grab another one. This mid presence has been hard for them to be able to hold.
Absolutely. Colt here holding down the spawn, though, gets swung by Gage. Looks like we're seeing checkmate in favor of Team Bliss right now. No KJ Live to pop utility. We're seeing CO and Lucario get a little bit aggressive here, looking to find a timing or a potential pick. I love this idea.
Last player standing.
Not going to find anything for it, though, as Edge Dancer is fully aware. Grabbing 2. That's going to be match point for Bliss.
Switching sides. Match point.
Match point going the way of Bliss here. I mean, it's been the first round in a little bit that they've kind of secured it a lot better. The walk up coming out from the side of the chamber or the Cypher. I mean, I don't remember exactly who that Cypher is.
Amusement Park walking through Colt walking through A with Zodiac.
Was that Colt? Okay, yeah, able to grab that. Really helped them find a lot of pressure.
Right.
So Vi's gonna find the first pick to open this round.
Taking that A main space. Surely that prompts us to push site for it. Absolutely, as we grab Zodiac as well. Still moving calmly, though. We're not looking to aggress off this space as Colt grabs a pick on the lurk. Cypher player that they may be. Bliss here. I think this may be a mistake here, freezing after getting 2 picks on A site. They're not aggressing as quickly as they could. We could have been planted in post plant by now. Edge Dancer just now getting that plant down. We've allowed for the full retake post up, and they get punished for it as Sen grabs 1, turn this into a 3 versus 3 into the post plant. Get a bit of a flip here as Colt grabs 1 up on site. Mouse potentially dies as Gage gets the pick on it. CO there for the trade. Edge Dancer swinging out. And
what a
Sen.
shot from Sin!
Wow, what a
That
shot.
was dirty. And a great retake coming out from ABP.
Oh, beautiful it was.
Yeah, I mean, they were really surgical in the way that they cut up that space there. They were able to get in without a lot of bodies being wasted. You'll see a lot of times when teams struggle, especially on this site, to find their way in, is because they either are just shoving bodies in to take it, or their util isn't properly placed. They did a great job of using their util to deny having to throw those bodies, and just a great round coming out from them.
Absolutely. As we move into this this third overtime round, as now both teams have won both an attack and defense round in the overtime, who are we rooting for to win this match on the overall, or who do we believe is going to win? I think Amusement Park had both of their victories were so well played. I have to vote for them. I think that their attack side is extraordinarily strong, like we're seeing here as we have full A space. But what's your take on it?
Bliss, their utility usage to help them retake this space has been incredible. The smoke's coming out from them, forcing out players out of positions that they want to, forcing 2 back, forcing trades.
And the trades are going to go the way of Amusement Park this time as Sen grabs 1 for 1 with Zodiac. Colt there to pick up another, but Tavor there for 2 of their own. Onto this retake here, clearing everything out, but CO gets the timing on this Cage play here. Gage attempting to defuse solo on site. Spam comes through the smoke here. Grabs one for free.
What's another death?
Oh, Colt to deny it. AVP picking up another round. And we're just back and forth so far.
Colt's classic does that. Send bundle, baby.
Send bundle. Yeah, you use the send bundle. Of course you're going to get that kind of play coming out from them. But, I mean, I think it's just been so back and forth. You asked me who I'm rooting for. I mean, I'm rooting for Bliss. I'm a little biased, I won't lie. But I will agree, the way that ABP has been using util has been incredible so far.
Oh, this goes here.
I think the defense round that they won is evidence enough to me that they have strong potential to win this here. Lucario walking up into B main here, doesn't get spotted by the start. This is big. This is so big, but Tabor's on it.
Explode about to happen. They don't realize they've made their way through mid. They have full control of market here. And full control of B as Gage is going to find one onto Sin. Colt able to shut down Pika. But the damage has already been done. They've already found this space. And they've lost control of B.
And Vi, just for good measure, takes out Zodiac in mid as well. We've got the crossfire on Boba here. This round, so long as it's played properly, is all but one in favor of Bliss. Absolutely, Vi with the double headshot.
Great play from Vi there. Pull that round.
I mean, I've heard of lineups, but that's ridiculous.
That was ridiculous. A great play coming out from them. And I mean, I think a big part of it was how much space they were able to find in mid for free. I mean, I talked about it earlier. Mid was kind of this no man's zone, and whenever someone could finally take that space, there's so much pressure you can find off of it.
Right.
Right there.
We see here from Abusement Park, as they move to take mid space of their own, they do catch Gage, pushed up and out of position, punished. The rotates come in as we move towards the A bomb site. But we are pushed all the way through B. We're aware on the defense. Bliss is aware that they can commit to the A hold here, as Edge Dancer has all of the space that they need.
And this is what I mean. I mean, how much mid space is being given to the attackers here, but Edge Dancer in a beautiful spot, able to get through here. Does get flashed though, and Sin able to use utility to grab that.
Aware of the space that they have lost from Edge Dancer, able to re-clear that angle. Absolutely. A 3 versus 3 now. And that pressure was all we needed to push off of the A site and make sure that that we're in a post plant for this here. So Zodiac finds Pika in on top mid, but not able to get the kill. We've seen how these post plants go for both teams. See how the exchange works today. The util comes in, the aggression happens, Zodiac takes Pika out in CT, but Vi there for the 3K on Sen. And the Rolling Thunder does get Tabor off guard, and Vi there for the 4K is able to pick up this round.
What a round. I mean, they're really just trying to make us remember that it's not only Rat who can play OT, but it's both of these teams. They've been adapting really well. Something you'll see a lot of teams struggle with in OT is adapting between rounds. Because you have so little time between swapping, you're only playing one round before swapping sides.
Right.
Sometimes it can be hard to find a pattern, but both of them are instantly finding that pattern. It's showing whoever their playmaker is, their IGL is very strong here for both teams.
Right, I'm aware. I believe it's a trade-off between Sen and Colt for IGL on Abusement Park side. I'm unsure about Bliss, though. We see here that aggressive tripwire is going to give us the opportunity to just play only one on B site here. Very, very calculated play here from Abusement Park. As we're preparing a trap play here.
What a shot. pulling out Sin, putting them kind of out of position. They're having to shift away from that mid space, and that's a lot of pressure. You can see them kind of antsy a little bit as they're trying to retake this space. They're gonna have to use utility to clear it or to prevent it from being used.
Right.
And they're working their way over towards B.
Gotta go.
You do see here, we've gotten our pick on A site, and now we're rushing out towards B.
Cage trigger.
We do have this one way that we have to work through here, but it's not too much of a problem.
Coming through.
As Edge Dancer walls out onto site and takes back site for effectively free. Bliss is in it to win it for this round. But CO is there, ready to punish the positioning here. Edge Dancer walks through, Vi takes out Colt, and Zodiac falls down to Taver. And now a 4 versus 2 retake. Advantage Bliss.
In a great position, able to use utility to pop a kill, but also able to help either one of their teammates. Great positioning coming out from the side of Bliss here. It's going to be hard for ABP to find this space.
But we are going to spot Pika here outside of main. Is going to grab all the attention. Lucario swings and grabs one, but traded up by Vi. In a 1 versus 3, CO is going to grab Gage on site, but Vi is there to pick it up for the 3K. And that's going to be Bliss taking down Abusement Park in a triple overtime? Quadruple?
16, quadruple, I think?
Quadruple.
We'll say quadruple. It doesn't matter, whatever.
I'll tell you what, no matter what.
Gage with 38 kills.
I would
players
argue,
with 30 kills.
No matter what, I would argue that either team should be extremely proud of the performance
Yes.
that they just put up.
Absolutely. I mean, great coming out from both teams. It was great game to be able to watch there. And as we kind of get prepared for our next game, let's jump to a quick break, Zendikar, and we will be back with Bliss versus C10. We are back. Thank you to Ulius J for joining us in that last one. I have a new caster. You heard a little bit from them before our first game. It's gonna be Penguin. How you doing, Penguin?
How's it going? Good to be here for the second game.
Those were two great slobber knockers. And I think we have a third here. It's going to be C10 playing against Bliss. We saw a little bit of Bliss in that last match. What are your kind of opening thoughts for this game here?
Between Bliss... Okay, Bliss is a bit of an unknown team. Only really having the Abyss tourney to go off of. But I could see C10 going massive in this tourney. In the previous weekend, the games they won, they absolutely stomped, being 13-2 and 13-5 wins against XJFT and 404. So if C10 is going great, absolutely fragging out, I could see them sweeping this tourney.
And I want to add, I mean, we have a sub for the side of C10. It's going to be Gracie playing in for pub subs. So they actually have a higher ranked player, so it may help them a little bit.
Yeah, I could definitely see that. If it comes down to team coordination, Vi and JG are pretty much going to have to be central callers for the team.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you have Gage as well. Gage is a really smart player. You saw kind of coming from some of those games, or some of those rounds in that last one, where he had some really incredible plays. So I could see him as well kind of being a voice of reason. But I definitely agree with JG being that kind of voice of reason in this one. From what I've heard, I think Ibing's a little bit as well. But from what I have also heard, Loris has been a really big gunner coming out for C10.
Yeah, from previous matches, I've definitely seen Walrus frag out. If they're playing at 100%, I can see it being a massive factor in C10 winning this game.
I mean, we'll see. Do we have a map yet? I don't actually know if we have a map. Did we do bans? Did we do bans? Sunset again?
Okay.
It is. Okay, we get 3 games of Sunset, apparently. Tonight's Sunset is the new Abyss, or new Sit, I mean. So we're going to be able to see another Sunset one. I mean, I don't know. What's your kind of thoughts going into the Sunset here? Coming out from, I know you watched a little bit of that last one with us. Anything you think needs to be changed from the side of Bliss?
Honestly, I think Bliss was playing very well there. ABP definitely were playing like textbook Valorant with their great retakes, but looks like Gage and Vi, along with the rest of the team, were able to just outshoot them. I think it'll come down to whether or not they can shut down JG and Walrus, and if it comes down to just straight up duels, I think C10 might be able to take it.
Okay, well, I'm interested. I think I kind of agree. I kind of floating the way of C10 here, mostly because I want Mix to make it through so that I can defeat his team in champs. But I think JG's been a really powerful gunner for a lot of this season, so it's going to be up to him to kind of not force, but like push his team forward. Absolutely.
I think if Bliss are able to play the avoid JG game, they'll be able to pretty much sweep this game.
I mean, but the thing is also it kind of gives you a bit. God, that feels so weird. I know that they're not referencing me, but that is also my name. So that kind of throws me off with it typing in chat. Anyway, but yeah, I think when JG doesn't perform, it also kind of hurts his team. So we'll see if he's going to be able to make that difference.
Yeah, from the little bit I did sub for C10 during the Week 3 tourney, JG can fall into a bit of a autopilot if things start going wrong. So if they start getting disconnected, people going in by one, I can see it all falling apart.
Yeah, we'll see. It could be either way. Sorry, we're getting a little delayed because we did have a crash. So just kind of wasting a little bit of time. Do you want to get in the game, Penguin? I can, instead of me streaming it. So I don't care either way.
If you want to pull me in, I can.
I can pull you in. I'll send you an invite. That way you can kind of do whatever you want to. I don't have to stream.
I'm loving the missing string table entries.
Oh yeah, it's some bug that they've somehow broke something. I don't know. It's average Valorant. Let's be real. Average Rito moment. Breaking something.
Small indie company, am I right?
Small indie company, exactly. But as we're getting ready for this game, I think my big thing, we talked about it a little bit, me and Olias, it's gonna be mid. Seeing how they're going to be dealing with mid, whether we're going to see the pressure coming out from mid. I mean, you saw how much presence they had when they were able to take that mid fight and how it caused so many different changes in the map.
Yeah, taking mid lets you pretty much break the entire chain from the B and the A players. Splitting through it is absolutely critical.
Vi will... Oh, whenever Vi and them are ready. Okay, that's fine. Sorry, give me a second.
Oh no, I'm a little bit concerned with C10 not all rocking the C10 banners.
This is true. Well, I mean, they do have a sub, but I mean, you have 2 more players. Come on, wait, where's Mix? Mix is in chat. Mix, why do your teammates not have the C10 or C9 banner on? What's going on with that? Let's hear your explanation. What about JG? JG isn't running it either.
JG gets the Radiant pass.
Oh, who's gone? I have all 5 players here. Am I crazy? Oh, wait, what? I don't forfeit pistol round, do they? Okay. Or wait. I actually don't know the rule off of that. I don't think it's pistol round. I think it's a default. Maybe ours. Here we go. That's GG. All right. I don't know. I'm not terribly sure. Anyway, as we're getting into Sunset here, looking at this comp, any kind of initial thoughts here, Penguin?
From Bliss, it seems like a pretty traditional comp. The Neon is very interesting. It sort of looks like a bit of alternative energy comp with the KJ instead of the Cypher. And then on C10, I wasn't expecting the Sage. Kind of thrown me off.
So I will give context onto that. Gracie is a Sage main, so that's probably why.
Comfort picks.
I was really interested to see what she was gonna do. Because, like, obviously I expected the Sage, but the fact that they didn't change a Mesta is interesting. They're gonna have to be running with a double Sentinel, so their attacks gonna struggle.
Yeah, it's strange to see a KJ from both teams. The Cypher is usually the default Sentinel on this map. We'll see how it affects their gameplay.
Yeah, you know what I realized? I'm trolling Zendikar right now. Give me 1 second. There you go, Zendikar. You're no longer getting trolled. My feed is actually correct. I was feeding you YouTube still. It has been fixed. Anyway. I'm no longer trolling. Starting here. Looks like they're going for a heavy A side, I think.
Yeah, there's absolutely no util towards B, so it does look like Bliss is in position to counter this, though. Vi with a stun and Edge Dancer ready to run in.
One thing I am worried about is they're going to be closing market door here. And so that's a lot of mid space, but smokes are going to go out. And they're ready for this A take, like you said. They're going slow, looking to see what they can do. Trying to find a fight, but so far it hasn't been given it to him. Gonna wait out the smoke.
To sit back immediately, identifying the threat.
Yes. The rotate already coming out. First fight's gonna happen. Second, gonna be able to keep both of them alive. But the information that they're here has already happened. Shock darts are gonna go out, try to slow down these attackers, but they've just kept going. They're gonna keep fighting their way forward. Flash goes out. AJ is able to find one. AJ is able to find two. A third. Walrus is gonna shut him down with 2 kills. But the damage has already been done. 3 players on the side of C10 have died in exchange for 2 for Bliss. Bomb's gonna go down. As they're looking to retake this, Walrus able to find a pick onto Pika. For the last 2. Not giving the fights. Mesa able to find Gage. Smoke did go down though. So they can use that smoke to their advantage to take single fights. Taver able to find Amesta, but they don't know about the player in this corner. They look for him, and Taver able to pick up a second one onto Loris. And C10
Loris falling asleep.
loses the first round.
There.
Clutch.
Don't worry, you're with me.
Wait, there's a UI? Wait, what UI? Wait, what? Wait, sorry, I know I'm absolutely cutting off the cast. What UI? I need to see this. Wait, I'm pulling it up on my phone. Sorry, you take over, Penguin. You got this. I need to see this UI.
This fancy UI. Wait, what?
No, don't do this to me.
I got the second monitor.
Oh, UI do too, but I can't close out of this for a second because it lags me.
C10 is going into another fast hit. Straight into B all 5.
That's fire, by the way, Zundy.
Cover going out.
Another fast hit coming out from the side of C10. Smoke's gonna go out. Flash is coming out. Running into the utility of Bliss. Wall's gonna go up. It's gonna slow down the market fight. But they've already taken control of side. They need to get back control of backside. Bomb does go down. But backside is still in the control of Bliss. As they're retaking it, Gage and Taver are able to pick up 1 apiece. Trying to push these players back. They're able to push them all the way back up to B main without any fights going out. Pika going for the defuse. By able to grab Gracie, Omesta, and JG fighting back. Able to find 1. Omesta grabbed a 3rd. 2 more players left alive for the side of C10. It's up to Taver. Right? Taver able to pick up Omesta. 1v1. He's tapping the bomb back and forth, but it's JG on this last one, and he's going to find his kill. C10 picking up their second round, able to clear the first buy round coming out from Bliss.
It's amazing Omesta is able to find 3 there through the smoke with a pistol. Not really expecting much value out of that off of spam.
Okay. I will tell you, my my graphics are a little messed up. Like, if you look at the box on A side, you can see through the box. So...
Imperative.
Just gonna warn you right now. I don't know what's going on, but you know, I turned on my walls. My bad. Fast mid fight coming out from the side of yeah, you can see like the little textures are all messed up. But fast mid coming out from the side of C10 or not C10 Bliss, able to pick up that. But C10 over towards B. There's not a lot of util for them to deal with, so they've gotten full control of B. The thing they struggled with in the last round was taking that back site, but it's all free right now. They're able to find it, and Bomb goes down as they're setting themselves up in their post-plant positions.
It looks like they will fight per site this time, not deciding to go back into the B main hold.
Lolris able to grab 1 onto Edge Dancer. Starting it out strong. Gage grabs Lolris. Gracie's going to get pushed off of her wall. Vi grabs another one as well. I being able to pick up Gage before Vi gets the trade. And it's all left up to Amesta. Breach is going to go out, but Amesta is going to be able to grab Breach. Trying to keep themselves alive, but a pistol round coming out from Bliss is going to shred apart C10.
Thrifty's traded back and forth from C10 and Bliss. Econ's going to be reset again, but guns in the hands of Pika and that's Tavor.
What an eco round coming out from them. I mean, able to just grab all of those kills.
Yeah. They weren't contested in mid at all, and they were able to just come back into sight and have a great retake towards B. Surprised that C10 chose to fight on site with the stronger guns.
Yeah, I mean, part of it is like you want to find those kind of long angles, but they seem to really struggle to find them. Breach stun going out, it's gonna find one of the players, but it's not gonna slow them down enough. Because they're gonna give up control of B main, push back to their beginning spots, and Edge Dancer shutting down JG. Their star player coming out from C10 already off the board. That's their space maker gone. So they're gonna have to find it. Hyping's gonna fall to a spray through the smoke coming out from Edge Dancer. Able to pick up a third. Vi grabbing one as well. Vi with a second round. Able to pick up 5 kills. Only losing 1.
I'm hoping to see
not
an
getting audio?
adjustment to C10 here. They've just been 5-man slamming sites, and it does not seem to be working
Oh,
very
because I'm
well.
dumb. Whoops. That's probably why. It should be fixed now. I may just send you his feed, honestly. It's so bad. I don't know what's going on with my assets. I'm not sure. I'm not gonna lie to you. Anyway.
Does look C10
Don't mind
has
market.
adapted. Spreading out on the map, trying to find picks all across the map. JG with an op now.
They've already given up the information that the op is there. Moving over towards B now. Looking to do this pop. But they're going to be running into Pika over here. First player's going to get spotted out. Pika getting ready to shut down this plant, but they're going to lose some of their utility. They didn't throw it fast enough. So with them losing their market turret, or their utility on site, it's going to be a free site coming out from C10, and they're going to pop that, KO ult to counter any utility that they're trying to pop. GG looking to see what he can find with this op. And he's going to find the first one on the Edge Dancer. He's going to go ahead and back up and give it to his teammates. I've been keeping his teammates alive with this KO ult, but it's going to pop down, and so he's going to have to use the rest of his utility to find it. Smoke being watched by JG, but he's going to get smoked off. Vi able to pick up one. Pika almost loses their life to the op. Mesh able to grab Pika through their utility. And ult coming out from Breach is going to kill these players. Loris able to grab one. Gracie grabbing another one. But they're going to keep their calm even through the Breach ult and grab themselves another round.
It's a great job by Walrus. They're able to stop Vi from coming through the smoke and immediately finding 2. Finding that kill, I think, fully stunned. Stuns are cosmetic, by the way.
I may need to tech delay to figure out what's going on with my graphics.
If needed, I can stream my POV.
Yeah, it's fine. No, I'm not alt-tabbing it. It's just like the op is just gone. Oh. Like the op is gone right now. I don't know what's going on. C10 working their way up, taking A space. Looking to see what they can find. JG tries to find one of the op, but it's not going to be enough. Looking to see what they can find. They're going to get shoved back off. Able to find a lot of space over on A side. Sorry, I can't. Walrus able to find Gage after getting a trade onto Gracie. But the wall's already been placed. The wall's already been placed. Blast is going to go out. Mesta able to grab one on the Vi. Looking for a second, but Mesta able to shut down Edge Dancer. And it's all up to the last player alive. JG able to keep themselves alive. Do we need a tech pause so I can swap feed? Okay, I'll do it during the timeout. Just gonna apologize now, it's going to be laggy. Perfect timing. Put up for a second. Alright.
Oh, we've
I gotta
lost.
pull up his,
well.
feed. Did you? Okay.
Let's see. C10 and has able to tie it up 3-3. Coming into this next round, the money is looking quite weak on the side of Bliss, but there is a Neon ult in play, and Vi has a hero rifle in their hands.
Why is it? Should be so much better quality.
Uh-oh.
There it goes. Alright, perfect. I can just watch it this way.
Well, I
You give him
wouldn't
the
worry
feed?
too much about your tech pause. Edge Dancer has DC'd, so there will be a P10.
Okay, it's fine. Hey, it doesn't matter. I fixed it anyway. I'm not watching game. Oh, let me do this. Wait, issue. It's gonna be behind. I'm gonna stream to you in here so that we're on cue.
Okay.
Because the feed is gonna be behind.
Yeah, I'll
Nothing I can do about that.
I'll mute my Valorant so I'm not getting double audio then.
Yeah, we're in a P10 anyway. They're pausing to, or supposed to be at least.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Anyway, I guess we can take a second now that I've fixed my issues. While they're getting Edge Dancer back in. What are your thoughts so far? I mean, both teams are pretty head to head.
I think it's actually pretty even. Edge Dancer, Defy, Gage, they're doing a great job shutting down JG. Okay, there we go.
Alright,
I had
cut out for a second.
Sorry, I had background audio from Valorant.
Yeah, I had to cut it as well.
Here.
Okay. I mean, C10 did a great job there of Omesta was able to shut down
One suppressed.
the mid lurk last round, and then not be traded, which is critical. Looks like C10 is able to
Very fast take
push out of mid.
from Bliss. Gonna get a little shut down by C10. They've done a good job of denying any early kills. A lot of kills could have gone the way of Bliss, but Gage getting aggressive. Now they're starting to get aggressive here. Gage is gonna fall first to Ibing. JG able to pick up one from the spawn, picking up a second one. And Lolra's gonna shut down what could have been a great round from Bliss.
Oh, the stream is so laggy.
Is it? Okay, well, you're gonna get my bad.
Here.
Give me a second. Let me see if I can figure it out.
Here.
Let's just go back to normal feed. How about that?
And
We'll just go back to normal feed. Give me a second.
I'll leave my stream
Stay
in
safe.
the Discord channel if you need
Yeah,
it.
yeah. Sorry, give me a second.
All good.
Yes, I know. Okay. I'm dropping this feed. We're just gonna have to deal with it. I'll have to restart later. Sounds back up. Alright, whatever. You get my laggy or my random issues. Okay, I'm following my person. Okay, sorry, I'm back. Ult's gonna go out. I've been trying to get this plant down, even through the ult. Not gonna prevent the plant from going down. They're gonna get it down. Able to find themselves some pretty good spacing. JG walks through mid, is able to pick up Gage. Puts the threat of mid in their eyes, even though they've walked back. But Grace is gonna be a little slow, and Avaya is able to pick up two. Also falling as well. JG getting this last lurk. Two players were able to walk up and take the space, but JG able to pick up one. Looks for the second one. Vi last one alive is going to get shut down by JG. This will be a round going towards C10.
It was a great crossfire there between Ibing and JG. Absolutely no chance for Vi to get on the bomb at all.
If I, sorry, real quick. If I Alt F4, is it going to prevent me from coming back?
Reconnecting the game.
I just don't want it to, like, prevent me from coming back. Whatever. We'll just deal with it. Nothing I can do about it. Do it at half. C10 able to shut down the aggression from Bliss. They're still going to take this, but they're not going to be able to find as much space as fast as they want to. So B-side's going to be quick. They're going to find the space, get this bomb down, and it's going to be Bliss on their heels, trying to get back, trying to retake this space. JG aggressive on Boba, looking to see what they can find. and see who they can kill. GG holding this Boba side, waiting for the walk-up coming from Pika. But they know that JG's there. He's going to be able to find Pika. Swaps over to the ult. Picks up a third kill, able to take down Vi. Looking for a fourth. Able to keep himself alive. Going in with the Sheriff. Getting aggressive. Gage does shut it down, though. Able to kill JG. Iping trying to prevent anything else from happening. They pick up the op and they're trying to get out, but they've got this mid player that's lurking. Loris able to find one. They're just going to have to get aggressive on site. Knight able to keep that op alive. Gracie shutting down the last player. So far, a good couple of rounds coming out from C10.
Yeah, Gracie able to pick up the op as well, so not too much econ damage dealt by Bliss in that round. Another full buy coming up. I think Edge Dancer will be committing the Neon ult into this round.
Let's take a P10 next round. Cindy, I'm going to try restarting and see if I can fix it after this one. You think it's fine? Okay, fine. I'll leave it then. That's fine. You get the weird graphics. Okay, that's okay. I'm fine with it. I love the smoke POV. Able to see both sides of the smoke. Make sure what is that? This is what you get that you don't get with VCT. You get the Underpeel observing. Beautiful observers that come out. Smoke's going out now. They're going to be taking a... Trying to clear off these players, but there's no one there. They're going to be slowing down this, trying to prevent a good plant from going down. Ibing's going to have to plant weird, but Gage is able to pick up Gracie. No wall for them this round. Breach ult going out. He's going to be able to pick up Loris and back sight. The rest of his team trying to keep him alive. Ibing gets smoked. He's not going to be able to keep himself alive. Able to get out. They don't know he's still back sight. He cancels the ult. Loris able to pick up one onto Pika. And he's got full control of sight. Rollers pick up another one. Vi's able to grab his. Excuse me. But Loris still dangerous on this site. We can see them, but Vi can't see them. Loris able to pick it up. And with a round going towards C10 again, you gotta question what kind of changes a Bliss are making.
Walrus did a great job of just playing Ring Around the Rosie on site there, delaying as much as he could. Once again, Vi put into an awkward 1v2 situation with people on both sides. It looks like, C10 will go for, or Bliss, excuse me, will go for another mid push. Edge Dancer
They love this mid presence. Taking tile control, forcing the half op of JG to play a little awkwardly. But Vi's gonna jump spot it, able to get back across, pushing JG back. They're gonna be forcing him back across. Finds one onto JG, almost finds a second one to Ibing. But no players alive for the trade. Ult's gonna go out. JG's gonna get picked back up. And the damage that they forced for losing their two players has been kind of cut. Pika does die though, so they find more space on this fight. It's been C10 on their back heels so far. Plus does get spotted. Vi. It's spotted there. Maybe giving that space up though.
The wall for the res is great, able to equalize numbers, now up for one player. But it does sort of force them towards this B side, not able to work towards A.
Here.
Vi over on Rainbow Road now. Trying to find any sort of space that they can. But they're pushed the entire team of C10 back over. And Grace on a flank could be very dangerous if you just hold this, Grace. Look for one, able to find Vi. Dude, are they ready for a second one on a Pika? No, Pika shuts that down. They're able to already clear out Vi. They don't have that breach utility to use anymore. As they meet back up. Ult coming out from Ibing. They're going to have to do this with no utility. Ibing getting aggressive. He can keep himself sort of alive. Ibing able to grab Gage. Able to pick up a second one. And C10 on a roll.
Yeah, a great off angle from Ibing there. They're able to avoid the mid pressure again, C10, and equalize those numbers lost from Edge Dancer's great push out of tiles. Vi wasn't able to keep them towards T-spawn, and I think if they were able to do that, it might have turned out differently. Is that the new Sheriff skin? I think it is, yes.
This final round for both teams. What do you got for us here?
I would-
GG swinging this.
I would love to see KJ pop the ult for retake here, but it's going to come down to whether or not Pika is able to survive long enough for the retake to be a possibility.
And B fast goes out. I being able to get this plant down. B has been their domain so far. They've been struggling to keep it out. Here's that KJ ult you talked about. But Gracie's already getting aggressive, able to pick up one onto Pika. Tries to kill the KJ. Does a little bit of damage. The rest of their team trying to find it. Looking to see if he can't kill the KJ. Vi's going to keep it alive. And as they get forced off of sight, they're all over on B main side, using their utility to slow it down. Taking this space. JG's going to jump out. Looks for the first one, but JG's going to shut that down by looking for the defuse. Pepper's able to pick up two, and JG grabs one through the smoke. Another one through the smoke, but his Gage lasts alive. Doesn't expect that he's on the bomb. They're going to find the defuse. And it's going to be a 4-8 half.
Yeah, I think JG thought that second kill through the smoke was the diffuser, not Gage back to bomb. It's a great half from both sides, though. C10 able to avoid all the aggressive pushes out of Bliss. And Bliss did have some great ideas. I'm interested to see how they'll perform on attack side.
But 7 rounds in a row coming out from C10. That's got to be a huge hit for Bliss.
Yeah, if Bliss is able to pick up this pistol, they might be able to take off that bit of doubt that they're not able to convert this game. But I think if C10 picks up the pistol, it might be their ticket to the next game.
Gonna see if they can take B side again. Grace is gonna shut it down with the wall, force them to show themselves. Vi trying to get this kill out of Gracie. Looks to get it, but Gracie's gonna shut down Vi. That's the breach off the board early. Beautiful kill coming out from her. And that's killed a lot of the momentum coming out of B main here for Bliss. Santer's gonna have to find this. Get his way out of the smoke, or they're gonna have to move. And it seems like they've opted for the latter. Santer shows... Wait, no! They're trying to fake it. They're trying to fake leaving here. Waiting out the smoke. But it doesn't seem like C10's really bought it.
I mean, JG is all the way pushed up in A main, so there's no real reason that C10 needs to move off this B site.
An Edge Dancer out! Loris able to find the first one. KO Knife's gonna come out. There's gonna be one to grab out. Loris able to keep himself alive, get out of there. Pick up 2 before 2 coming out from Bliss. But they've lost a lot of bodies to find this space. They're gonna be holding back sight. JG kills the diffuser, excuse me, through the smoke. Last one left alive. Gracie with no gun tries to swing. Taver's gonna be able to take them out. And if JG can stay alive here, this could be a round for C10. But it doesn't matter. JG's got a better gun. Taver's gonna fall with C10 picking up the first pistol round. So the second pistol round, excuse me.
That was absolutely amazing from C10. Their whole default there, just everyone holding back sight, not letting Bliss come out and get any space towards that B site. And then over
wait,
on
I want to add. Sorry, real quick. I want to cut you off for a second. They called that it was a fake. Gracie called that it was a fake.
Oh.
There.
Damn.
W calm from the lower rated player.
Yeah. Great awareness. They're not falling for anything from the Bliss squad. A little bit of a quiet game from Gage, though. The previous, what was it, 38 kills, I believe?
Gage getting aggressive. JG able to pick up one on a 5, but a flash is going to go out. JG preventing any more damage. Smoke's going to go out. They're going to try to fight their way through it. Lolers is the first one to fall as Caver's going to pick up them. Domestic gets the gun, is able to shut down the first one, grabs the second one. Pika able to kill that player, but JG to prevent it from scaling and dominoing. As C10 picks up another round, putting themselves closer to that match point.
It's practically a full buy across the... I think has bought yet, but it's practically a full buy across the board from C10, so the guns are actually pretty even despite this being post-bonus. Just C10 continuing to build up that econ. Any round they lose won't have too big of an impact on their bank.
JG getting aggressive on A main side. But Gracie over on B gets shut down. Fought out. And they've gotten more control on the B side, but the walk up from JG, able to find a third. 3 kills on the side of A is going to push the attackers over towards B. As Edge Dancer takes this space and they start walking out. They're limited in what they can do. This is a 2v4. And they've got to find this first fight here. I think throwing knife out. Looking for the first one. Edge Dancer able to pick up Loris. Almost gets killed. But JG's going to find a fourth, looking for the ace. Edge Dancer for an ace as well. One of these teams is going to be able to grab one, but it's going to be JG to shut it out. And C10 pulling another round, putting us even closer and preventing any answer back for the side of Bliss.
That was such a crazy push out of A main by JG. Just complete confidence walking all the way down into that hole to be able to hold that tiles angle. Gage, I believe they thought Pika had the angle held, and an op will come out for JG.
I mean, a massive play from JG. I want to add, like, JG was alone A main.
Yeah, just an Omen flash to get them on the angle, and then just completely solo walking down.
Yeah, I mean, it shows the skill level coming out from him. I mean, he's an ex-Radiant player. It's what you kind of expect. But on the side of B, it's been Ibing and Gracie holding it down, forcing him to waste a lot of utility to get there through the B. Gracie trying to find one, getting aggressive, but Edge Dancer is going to fall to it. Tries to find a second, gets aggressive, does give up a gun, but is able to clear out one of their players that can make that space. Wait, this lurk up. They found mid space. They found market space. They're out on site. JG's gonna find one, but doesn't expect a player through the smoke. JG does shut it down though. Rollers to find the 2 on the site. And it's C10 to absolutely find their way through the rest of this game and potentially end it out 4-13.
As I was saying right before the game, is if C10 is playing well, they will just completely stop their competition.
Yeah.
And it looks like Bliss are setting up for just a straight fast A Omen flash, probably towards lane there. I think Neon's gonna just run up with the ults. It's gonna come down to whether or not JG is able to find a pick with the up immediately.
Omen flash goes out, pushes this player back. They try to find JG, but JG's gonna use this op to shut down Edge Dancer. Well, that's an ult coming out from Edge Dancer that could have helped him find that round, but JG clinically shutting down this team Bliss. JG grabbing another one. Gage trying to be, but he's gonna find it. Another one coming from JG, the star player of C10, killing Bliss, but misses the shot. Pika able to pick it up. It's up to Pika to keep themselves in this round or this game. They've got to find it. They've got 3 more players to deal with. That shot could be the downfall if Gracie can find this. No. So Light Flash is going out, and Ibing to shut it down. C10 winning game 13-4.
That's amazing showing from C10. Just able to completely take space on both sides of the map. Gracie did a great job of subbing there. Able to just completely contest B main solo by themselves, which is crazy.
I mean, I want to add as well. I think Pika is also a sub coming in for Van Wild.
Oh, are they?
Yes. And so, even though they didn't show a lot kill-wise, they were really important. The utility. There was a lot of utility that went the way of Bliss that really helped them find that game.
Yeah, there was a lot of great delay util on defense. I believe Pika had sub for C10 in one of the early tourneys, so a bit of sub v sub on this match here.
Yeah, and I mean, I think that was a great match to watch, but we are going to jump to a quick break while I see if I can't find y'all another game. Actually, let's not jump to a break. Let me just look, see who's going. Give me a second.
I mean, you may want to hit a quick reset unless you want the Rainbow Road and Invis guns going.
No. This is someone else's feed. I will
okay.
hit a quick reset though. Let me close my game.
Yeah.
This game is over. Let me pull up. Did Raging ever show me his? I don't know if he did. Give me a second. I'm trying to find a feed. I have Fez's. Let's see, is Fez in game right now? Nope. Alright, well, we got no games. We will jump to a quick break while we wait for game number 3, and we will be back.
Okay.
Spike planted. Last player standing.
You want to play? Let's play.
Switching sides. Overtime.
Cage triggered.
Teleport's ready.
Last player standing. Spike down B.
Down and out.
30 seconds left.
Goner. Stim beacon here. Got the spike. Launching smoke. Smoke's down. Molly.
10 seconds left.
Spike planted. My ult's ready. Open up the...
Switching sides. Match point.